Hey there. I want to talk to you today about regulating and how we help kids to regulate, because it's a really big deal. And I know that we've had other videos about it, but it really is super important in this work that we're doing with kids and this work that we're doing in helping you to help your kids to regulate. Because the number one problem that comes to us is that these kids are explosive. They're either explosive with their anger and damaging things and hurting people, being unsafe in those ways, or they're explosive in their moods. They're very impulsive, and so usually this is related to trauma. Not always. Sometimes there are diagnoses that kind of bring that out more, like with autism. But for the most part, we're really trying to help these kids to be able to get themselves calm, because they haven't been able to do that. So I had a parent ask me the other day, when can a child do that for themselves? Like, shouldn't they be able to do this now, like be able to calm themselves down? And so it was kind of an interesting moment, because I was talking to the mom about being able to get herself calm, and I was like, well, it's very difficult for us to get calm and regulated sometimes. But for kids, they really need us to teach them how to get calm, because their brain, their mirror neurons in their brain need to copy that. So if you get yourself calm and then help them regulate, you can do that. So there's three things that I want to encourage you to do to get to that place of where they're calm. And so the first one is that, when your kid is dysregulated, and you can see it escalating, and if we can catch it early, then sometimes we can do a Calm Plus 5, or we can have them come sit with us and be close and do a calm. And even if it escalates to having to hold them or to do a safety hold, we're right there. But that's if we catch it early. What if they're already upset? What if they're already dysregulated? Then the first thing that we need to do is create space. So sometimes that means, for some kids, that means allowing them to move away from us, but we stay close. So they will go to their room, but we might give them a minute. We might say, hey, I'm going to give you a minute, and then I'm going to come. We might give them 5 minutes. It kind of depends. The thing is that we're not going to just let them go off by themselves and think that they got themselves calm, because they can't do that. They're not really able to do that. And they may seem calmer because they distracted themselves, but they are not usually coming out of their room any calmer. They may have changed direction or focus, and sometimes we're willing to go with that. Sometimes we have to, but if we're really wanting to help them to get calm, we need to give them a few minutes, and then we're going to create that space by staying in close. So having them in a place where they can be kind of in one place can really help a lot to do that. I have had several kids that we kind of have to stay close, but allow them to kind of walk around a little bit. Some kids get destructive while they're doing that, so that can be a problem. That's why we kind of want to have them be in one place, like their room. Or I had another kid that went outside, was kind of being destructive, but then he finally sat down. And so at that point, we're not going to start demanding that they do a Calm Plus 5. We want to just create that space for them to get themselves calm. And a lot of times I'll have the parent and if I'm there, we'll kind of both start moving in a little bit closer. Just, watch your kid, because the goal is to regulate and to get calm. And before it's over, like, we do want to have at least a minute, usually more, of them being calm with you, sitting close by. If they're still yelling at you to get away, or they're still kind of fussing at you, they're not calm yet. So just look at that, creating space. And then as part of creating space is also realizing that this is going to take time. It does in fact take the brain about 40 minutes to regulate if it's been dysregulated. So if they spend 40 minutes being dysregulated, and then they start to calm down, like, it's gonna take a few minutes. We do a Calm Plus 5, so we have the kids get calm, and then we wait for 5 more minutes while they're calm. And when we're teaching this and early on, like, it is really important to do the full 5 minutes and to have them be calm. But as we move through the program and kind of move through life, we want to be able to have them take some time, create some space, take some time, get control of yourself, get calm, and then we'll come sit here. And part of the sitting there then becomes part of the connecting, because that connecting piece is really important. We're not going to get anywhere if we don't have connection. The connection is everything. Your connectedness to your child is a big piece in healing that trauma without even having to talk about it, just being connected. So it's a big part of helping them get calm after these situations that are escalating, whatever is causing it. So, create space, take the time. I like having the attitude that I can be here all day if that's what it takes. That especially early in the program, and if you have a day when things are not going well, then put your schedule aside as far as what you think is going to happen that day, and just work really hard on doing a lot of just being there and being present. And that's another part about creating space and taking that time. And that's the third part, is that you need to breathe. You need to be there with the child being calm, because that is changing your brain. And as your brain is modeling that, their mirror neurons are picking up on that, and they will get calm. They will get calm. You have to model that. So if you are getting upset or bored or, all of those things, it's really, really difficult, because we want to disengage. Or even if the kid is, saying a bunch of stuff or being mean, we have these ways of disengaging, because it's, otherwise we start getting escalated. But really work on that, getting yourself calm and being really calm and being present at the same time. So remember, you're going to create space, you're going to take the time that's needed, and you're going to breathe. So, and that's for you as the adult. So good luck with that.